In the early 1950s, BMW was not the powerhouse you know today. There were no M cars. No sports sedans dominating autobahns. And no inline-six symphonies echoing through mountain passes. They had debt, uncertainty. And there was a very real chance BMW would disappear. Then came a car with a door in the front. After World War II, BMW's factories were bombed, divided, and stripped. But afterwards in the early 1950s, the company tried to rebuild its image with luxurious cars. With the likes of the BMW 501 and 502, elegant, V8-powered sedans nicknamed the Baroque Angels. They were beautifully engineered and also wildly expensive to build. BMW was losing money on nearly every car it sold. At the same time, Germany needed something else entirely. Cheap, efficient transportation for a country rebuilding from rubble. BMW didn't have that. But Italy did. The Isetta was originally designed by the Italian refrigerator manufacturer ISO Rivolta in 1953. Yes. A refrigerator company. Legend says the egg-shaped design was inspired by household appliances, which explains its rounded, compact shape and minimalistic interior. The original ISO Isetta used a small two-stroke engine and had a unique feature that made it unforgettable. The entire front of the car was the door, steering wheel included. Open it, and the whole nose swung outward like a smiling face. It looked ridiculous, but BMW saw salvation. In 1954, BMW licensed the design and re-engineered it thoroughly. They replaced the Italian two-stroke engine with their own 247 cubic centimeters single-cylinder four-stroke motorcycle engine, producing around 12 horsepower. Top speed? About 53 miles per hour or 85 kilometers per hour. Fuel consumption? Around 78 miles per gallon, which is 3L/100 km. It could seat 2 adults, barely, on a narrow bench seat. The rear wheels were so close together it didn't even need a differential. It wasn't glamorous, wasn't fast, wasn't even symmetrical. But it worked. Post-war Germany in 1955 didn't need prestige. It needed mobility. The Isetta was affordable, economical, and small enough to squeeze into tight city streets. It became known as the bubble car. By 1955, BMW was selling thousands. 1958, they had sold over 100,000 Isettas. For context, that was more than all of BMW's larger luxury cars combined. The tiny egg-shaped machine was single-handedly keeping BMW alive. The Isetta had details that bordered on absurd, and genius. Because the front was the door, the steering column was mounted on a hinge, so it swung out with the door. If you parked nose first against a wall, you were trapped. You had to reverse in. Early versions had canvas rollback roofs that doubled as emergency exits in case the front door was blocked. The engine sat to one side in the rear, making the car slightly asymmetrical in weight distribution, which drivers could absolutely feel. Driving one today feels less like piloting a car and more like wearing a mechanical backpack. And yet, it became a symbol of optimism. By 1959, BMW still wasn't entirely safe. Even with Isetta sales strong, profits were thin. Mercedes-Benz nearly acquired BMW outright. Shareholders debated selling. But a group of investors led by industrialist Herbert Quandt stepped in, restructuring BMW and preventing the takeover. The Isetta had bought time. And that time allowed BMW to develop the new E-Class sedans in the early 1960s, cars like the BMW 1500, which would become the blueprint for the modern sports sedan. Without the Isetta, there would be number 3 series. No M3. No ultimate driving machine. The Isetta looks like a joke, sounds like a lawn mower, leans in corners. And yet it is one of the most important cars in BMW history. It proved that engineering pride sometimes has to yield to survival. That a company known for aircraft engines and performance sedans could humble itself long enough to build a microcar. From 1955 to 1962, BMW produced over 160,000 Isettas. The bubble didn't just float. It carried an entire company on its back. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also check out the link in the description to view the car collection we have on sale from our website, and feel free to get in touch.